Hello to the beautiful human watching my video, where I am going to be talking about becoming the most true and authentic version of yourself that you can on earth, because this is how you will bring peace and love and harmony and fulfillment and abundance in a way that deeply fulfills your soul. Listening to your true self, what that takes, what you need to do to create that life of being your true self. And so I created a list of things that I want to go into, because I don't like the way that looks. Because when I started this path, I started this a decade ago, okay? I left college on my birthday, and my intention of doing that was to find my true self and live a life of purpose, no matter what it took for me to get there, which then catapulted me into a life of healing myself, following my truth, figuring out what I was and what I was not, so that I could be in service. And now I have a thriving private practice where I coach people and heal them on a subconscious level. I help people like you release inner wounds, inner blocks, past traumas, things from childhood that keep them in old stories or ways of being that they no longer want to be in, so that they can live their purpose. So if you are stuck in stories, you find yourself in toxic patterns, relationship dynamics, if you don't have self-love, or you just know you have things holding you back from being the best, freest, truest version of yourself, then you can work with me if you are interested. You can text my business phone number a little bit about your situation, what you're moving through, and I will let you know. We can have a little conversation back and forth to see if it aligns for you, and so that you can have the best information to make your decision if it feels right for you. And what I will provide for you in the coaching is we will do subconscious healing work. We will do work to heal your limiting beliefs and wounds, and I will show you tools to repeat that so that you can continue healing, because healing is a lifelong journey. And I do oracle intuitive readings. I can see energies, so I do that in my coaching calls so that I can see what's out of alignment, what you're holding on to that doesn't serve you, and then I will guide you on the path that's right for you. On a soul level, I work for the Most High only. And so if this resonates, if you feel this, definitely reach out. Please like and subscribe. And also, I'm only going to be offering this at this price point that I am for a short period of time. I am considering taking away my private coaching at the end of this month. So if you want to do private coaching, definitely reach out to me. You can see my testimonials on my website, and also more about my services. I also do in-person retreats. Okay, so let's get into it. I made this list and I'm gonna start from the beginning. So the first thing that you need to do if you want to become your true self is, and also I wrote a book about this, so it's a poetry book. It's called The Key to Entirety. It's linked below. It's poetry filled to help you heal and become your true self and live your purpose. Just wanted to say that. Okay, so first we need to listen and validate your true self no matter what. To live a life of peace, which peace is the greatest indicator that you are in the right place at the right time doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, you need to create a relationship with the deepest parts of your inner self and figure out what your needs are as a person. For example, if you know that you need to cut out the bullshit, which we all do. For example, you know that your family may be holding you back in certain ways, or your job is holding you back in certain ways, you really need to figure out what helps you stay in alignment and what keeps you out of alignment. The reason is because the work is unlearning what you no longer are, stripping away the foundation that's been given to you from society, and then rebuilding the foundation from the ground up into what you really are, who you really are, or who you want to be. Every single soul is here on a different path to grow and evolve. So when you are living in tune with your true self, you are then able to figure out who you are, who you're not, what you need, and then take action accordingly, okay? So you need to validate. You haven't been taught to validate you. You've been taught to follow other things, other stories, other conditions. But when you figure out what feels right for you, what you intuitively know, then your path begins to unfold in a more divine manner. The truth is that when you are connected to your true self, this is when the divine supports you the most. This is when you don't need to know what's to come because you're living from your internal guidepost. When you feel peace, you are on purpose. When you feel peace, you are on the right path. A lot of the times what we want and what we need doesn't link up fully. So meaning what you might want something that's different than what you need, but what you need will always be the thing that fulfills you, okay? So when you begin on the path to really listen to and validate your true self, you need to understand that you may lose it all. You may lose a lot. We're going to be continuing to evolve requires you to follow the natural rhythm of life. When you look in nature, you see that there are things that there are seasons to everything, and things burn down to the ground to be rebuilt a lot every year, right? So things die in the winter time to be reborn. So this is us as well. So when we're moving with that, we need to learn to evolve beyond or to move with the stories of loss. To let loss be a teacher of the self instead of it being a roadblock to which you do not act on your true self. If you are afraid of losing something, which we all are afraid of loss, that is a fundamental human fear, then it can stop us from doing the things that we're meant to do. And that's where we need to say, no, this is actually what I would call a rites of passage into another version of your life, into another level of your life. So you can't be afraid to lose it all. You have to be willing to listen to your true self. And I am going to give you an example. In my adult life, over the past decade, I have moved many times, but I've been asked 5 times to make big moves and let go of my old life, like physically moving and also letting go of everything that I knew, actually like 7 times. I was only counting when I was on the West Coast, but I also did it on the East Coast before I moved to California originally. But I was asked through my intuition to follow the unknown and let go of everything to allow the divine to move through me. I could have allowed my fear to stop me from doing that, but I knew that my only role was to listen to myself and allow the rest to unfold. That is me doing my part and allowing the universe to meet me at that place. The universe will meet you when you meet it. You will be shown why you're guided to do things, so that's really important. You also need to learn to cut out what doesn't amplify your true vibration. Things will come to serve you for a period of time. When you attach stories onto what something is supposed to be doing in your life or being for your life, then you are already caught in limitation. The truth is, we never know why something is there, truly. It's just there to serve us for periods of time. When you know it's time to let go of something, and this even is family and relationships, you have to be willing to look at it the way that it is and take action the way that your soul's asking you, because it no longer will resonate with the vibration that your soul's trying to get you to. You need to protect and preserve your true self at all costs. Anything that threatens you from being the most aligned version of yourself or from feeling self-love, feeling free, feeling confident needs to be in question, and you need to learn to create a relationship with your surroundings to the best of your ability that supports your true self instead of draining it, which comes into healing people pleasing. I think that people pleasing, over giving, especially and with my women clients, is the biggest thing that I see. Some men as well, but we are taught to nurture the external more than the internal, and that means developing a relationship away from the true self, which then gets us all confused and we don't know what to do. So we need to take that energy back, and working on people pleasing and boundaries is extremely important, and that is something that I can absolutely help you break through, take your energy back to create that self-love in my coaching programs, because typically that's having to do with not feeling good enough to receive love, fearing abandonment if you don't overgive, maybe you won't get your needs met if you are not overgiving, or creating a relationship with your reality or other people to where you are extending too much. That needs to be reprogrammed and unlearned, and I can show you exactly how to do that. So Like I said earlier, peace is your guidepost. Your inner peace is your guidepost. If something doesn't bring you peace, it doesn't mean life is going to be perfect. You're going to go through hard times, you're going to go through pain, you're going to go through challenges, but it's always here to teach you. So your peace is your guidepost. It is how you know that you are doing what you're meant to be doing, or if you are straying away from what you know to be true. It's all just takes a decision. For example, an intention to be, you could say, I am living my true self, and I will do anything to be in alignment with that. If you had that as your guidepost through your life, like I have had for the past 10 years, you will be where you're meant to be and in the time frame that you're meant to be on it. When you're living in a higher purpose, you are living according to your soul's divine blueprint and nature through your intuition. That's how you get connected to your guidepost, through your passions, through your heart, through your gifts. When you're sharing those with the world and really allowing yourself to be seen, then you need to learn to trust the timing and the unfoldment of your life. My issue with the manifestation in the world, you'll hear me talk about this in my videos, is that it does not talk about divine timing as much. It does, but it's more about, it really needs to be emphasized that your will might not be the divine will. When you surrender your life to the divine will of your soul's path, then you can trust that the timing will happen the way it's meant to. Your only role is to listen to yourself and share your gifts. That in getting over the fear of being seen, okay? So trust the timing. Don't try to rush it. Pay attention to your life. Your life is always talking to you and telling you and showing you what is right and what is not right at that time for you. So you need to develop that skill and discernment in seeing what life is trying to show you. Okay, so every rejection is a redirection. When something closes, a door closes in some way, you're being redirected into another direction. So instead of having judgment or criticism for what is happening, see it as an opportunity and a way that your soul is trying to help you to expand. And that also frees you up and taps you into how God feels, because God does want that for you. So it's not about what your ego thinks, and I really want to emphasize that. Also, listening to your true self, even beyond what you perceive to be as giving up. Like you might think that you're giving up something by listening to your true self. You might be giving up a timing that you want, or sort of income that you want, or stability that you have created. Listening to your true self is divine protection. When you're out here trying to create something with just your ego, not really listening to yourself, kind of following through what society wants you to do. There's a bluebird outside, that's so cute. That is you kind of going off on your own path without really feeling, you're not as, you don't got your football team. You know what I mean? It's like you're out there doing your thing, but when you're listening to your true self, you have divine protection. You got a whole football team of non-physical support that's out there advocating for you, supporting you, trying to help you grow. And so that's the safest thing you can do, is listening to your true self beyond the mind, okay? So every time you listen to your true self, you will be protected and shown why. Maybe not in the moment, but every time that I take action on my true self, I am always shown why later. And that's what keeps me, that's something developed. You have to learn to trust yourself like that and trust life like that. But you're working for a higher purpose when you're listening to your intuition. You have people to influence. You have people that want to learn from you and need your gifts. So that's also why it's important for you to not be selfish. And it is selfish to not listen to yourself, because there are people waiting for you and need you. The inner work is more important than any outer work you can do. The reason I got into this healing work and facilitate my subconscious healing, my coaching, my intuitive guidance coaching programs is because I know that healing the inner blocks that we have carried from childhood, from our past, from generational woundings, collective woundings, past life even, all of this is what blocks us from being who we're meant to be. So when we go directly into those wounds and blocks and beliefs, that is when you're able to exactly point out and work through healing those things, and then the path opens up stronger and stronger and stronger, okay? So the inner work will get you directly to what you need, and then you're able to act on your true self, and the outer world reflects that always. the level of connection to yourself that you have and that you act on that, the level that you act on that, the world will mirror that to you. It doesn't mean that it's easy, but it means that your challenges are shaping you in the way that your soul wants to be shaped, instead of in these ways that your soul is being limited by your ego. So if you need help healing these things and getting into the subconscious wounds and healing your childhood and anything like that, that's a necessary work. You need to know the tools, you need to know the strategies. I'm sharing with you the blueprint in here, but you do need to go deep into it, and I can show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so this is my video. I feel like this is encompassing, and I know that I want you to do this. I want you to learn to surrender to your process and path and learn to trust in that more than anything. And I also was called to pull a card for you guys on my Oracle deck. So for some reason, I'm feeling like some of you guys need to let go of some people in your life, like some relationships really need to go, like your dad. There's just some stuff that you guys need to let go of in regards to your relationships. I'm just gonna pull a card, and whoever this is for, it's for, but I'm just gonna tune in to what Spirit wants me to give you guys and stay tuned for this real quick. Yeah, you have to allow the path to open the way that it's meant to. Let go of what you need to let go of. Those thoughts right now that you have of what you need to let go of, I'm asking you to do that right now. You already know, so pretending like you don't know just keeps you in distraction, when really self-doubt is just you not listening. Self-doubt is you not listening to what you already know to be true. There's so much support around you in making these shifts and transitions, you have no idea. So you could ask to tap into that and really just ask for that to flow forth in your life. And that's actually really what, I mean, you already know what to do. Okay, we got the opportunity card. You already know what to do. That's really the message. Let go of what you need to let go of. You already know. Trust the process of that. We got the trust card. Becoming your highest self is an eternal journey. We are always growing and evolving. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if that was helpful. I got the let go card. It took me some time to write all those facts, so I hope it was. And you guys telling me in the comments helps me know how to show up better. So anyways, if you're interested in doing one-on-one coaching, I'm taking it away or raising the price at the end of the month. So reach out to me now. It's your opportunity. And I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.